Lost in the house on Braddock Drive. On a cloudy afternoon, Megan and her friend Tyler were driving through Culver City, California. They were on their way to meet friends when Tyler's car began sputtering before coming to a complete stop. "Great," Tyler groaned, hitting the steering wheel. "Out of gas." Megan pulled out her phone, but there was no signal. Ahead, they noticed an old, weathered house with a crooked sign reading 11547 Braddock Drive. "Let's see if anyone's home," Megan suggested. The house looked abandoned, its wooden exterior faded and cracked. Ivy snaked up the walls and the windows were obscured by dust and grime. Despite its eerie appearance, the two approached, knocking on the heavy wooden door. No one answered, but the door creaked open, revealing a dimly lit hallway. "Hello, is anyone here?" Megan called out. Silence. "It looks empty. Let's just borrow a phone or something and leave," Tyler said. As they stepped inside, the air turned colder and a faint, musty smell filled their noses. The hallway stretched endlessly, lined with faded photographs of people whose eyes seemed to follow them. "Creepy," Megan muttered. The two ventured further, finding a grand living room filled with antique furniture. A single, flickering lamp illuminated the room. On the coffee table sat a dusty phone, its receiver off the hook. Tyler picked it up, dead. Before they could move, the front door slammed shut behind them. They turned in unison, staring at the now locked door. "What the hell?" Tyler whispered. Suddenly, a faint whisper echoed through the house. It grew louder, turning into a chorus of overlapping voices. The sound of footsteps thudded from the floor above. "We need to leave now," Megan said, tugging Tyler's arm. They sprinted back to the front door, but it wouldn't budge. The whispers grew closer, and the air felt heavier. "Let's find another way out," Tyler said, his voice trembling. They ran through the house, searching for an exit. In the kitchen, the windows were sealed shut, their glass reinforced with thick bars. As they turned to leave, a shadow darted across the room. Megan froze, her breath caught in her throat. "Did you see that?" she asked. Before Tyler could answer, the lights flickered, plunging them into darkness. When the lights returned, a figure stood at the far end of the room, a woman in a tattered black dress, her face obscured by long, matted hair. "Get out!" she hissed, her voice guttural and unnatural. "We're trying!" Tyler shouted. The woman pointed to a doorway at the end of the hall. Without hesitation, they ran toward it, ignoring the sensation of cold hands brushing against their arms. The door led to a staircase descending into a dark basement. "Do we have a choice?" Megan asked. Tyler shook his head, Beth, and they descended the stairs. The basement was filled with old furniture and strange symbols carved into the walls. As they searched for an exit, the whispers returned, louder than ever. The woman reappeared, this time blocking their path. Her hollow eyes glowed faintly in the dark. "You shouldn't have come here," she said. Suddenly, the room began to shake, and the symbols on the walls glowed with an eerie red light. In a desperate move, Tyler grabbed a loose plank of wood and swung it at the figure. She vanished in a wisp of smoke, and the shaking stopped. A hidden door in the wall creaked open, revealing a narrow tunnel. "This is it," Megan shouted. They crawled through the tunnel, emerging into the backyard. Without looking back, they ran to the street, their breaths ragged. When they turned to glance at the house, it was gone, replaced by an empty lot. Neither of them ever spoke of what happened, but they avoided Braddock Drive for the rest of their lives.